Hello guys, welcome back. We're back with a new game. Well, it's not actually new. It came out in October 23rd last year. But it's a new game for me, so it's called Slay the Princess. Visual novel game, but it's a horror game, which I don't like horror genre. Yeah, I don't like horror type kind of game, but I decided to try this time to see how it goes. I guess we will see. Start the game. Okay. Joel. Let's do a new game. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
We got a narrator. Nice, that's a save game, right? Okay, right click, undo. A little bit more volume for you guys. And I hope there's not a jump scare. I don't like.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
What? Explore the end of the world? What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kinda bad though, doesn't it? What the hell? Can someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the war ending? Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet. I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution. Silently continue to the cabin. Turn around, leave. Wow, there's a lot of options there. Apparently each option affects the outcome of the game, I think. Oh, they might be linked together, but there's no wrong. There's not even a wrong option. So there could be multiple endings, depends on how you choose. Okay, I'd be curious, but do we get a reward? Maybe? Let's run, leave.
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Okay. That's it? Oh, we gotta explore all of these options. What the hell?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Wow. Oh, it's not option yet, I guess. Just a question. A lot of questions we need to ask. And then we can ask all of them, and then there'll be more options we can choose from. But how can a princess locked away in a basement in the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. Well,
okay.
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Yeah, but you didn't tell me that before. Only when I'm at the cabin. Duh.
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
What?
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Oh,
It's no use arguing
I clicked too
semantics
fast.
over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
okay.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Why do we want a Slayer? Hmm. Okay.
Oh, if only that were the case, but I don't make the rules.
Who make the roofs?
I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far, but unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off.
Ow, and why?
Like I said, I don't make the rules.
I don't care.
No matter how much I wish I did.
Okay. Hmm.
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society. Are you serious? No, you have to do it.
Okay.
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some
Man.
people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Maybe. It's like they have an answer for almost everything. I mean, not almost, but like everything. They have an answer for everything.
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Hmm. Okay. Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her, and if she says bad you say she's, then maybe I'll slay her, but I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face. Okay, fine, I'll go to the cabin. Okay, let's get this over with. Oh, okay, thanks for telling me what to do. I just leave?
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Home. Back where I came from. Okay, fine. You're persistent. I'll go to the cabin and I'll slay the princess. Oh. Lie. Yes, I definitely know where I'm going. Nope. He is. I choose this.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
And?
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Are we stupid?
That's strange. It looks like this path
Wow.
also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Jeez. I'm gonna leave.
Really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
What the hell, man? Yes.
When I said everyone, I meant everyone. That's a pretty large group to just...
Oh, sorry.
And, last I checked, you're part of everyone too. So if you think about it, walking up to that cabin and slaying her is really in your best interests as well.
It's no choice for me, huh?
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again.
What the
Now,
fuck?
I'm not normally one for superstition
endless
or
loop.
astrology, but I have to
You gotta
say,
go in.
it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Fine. Fine. Whatever you want. Okay. Well, I guess there's not fighting this. Is there? I have to go into the cabin down. Alright, fine. See, at the end, you have to go in. I'm gonna keep
There's
going.
always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who has ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
And
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen.
gonna lead me back to the cabin, right?
At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes, glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
Oh,
In
The
every
hell?
direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be. Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
God damn
Doomed
it.
us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death.
What if I just kill myself? Come on. I don't want to
You
kill
lose
her.
track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Okay. Oh, we didn't even go in there. This is chapter 2, The Stranger.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
I know. You
And in
already
the
told me
basement
this.
of that
Come on.
cabin is a princess.
Look at his voice. He changed his voice.
You're here to slay her.
So calm
If
now.
you don't, it will be the end of the world. It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience. The entire world ending wasn't enough to get rid of us. I don't think there's much he can do other than object. I wonder what else we can do to ruin his day. If by ruining my day, you
Yeah.
mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off. The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world
And
hasn't ended yet, and you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
okay. Let's see. Yeah, we didn't see these walls before.
What are you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess. You know I can tell when you're lying, right?
Ow.
Please take this seriously. I am begging you. A warning before you go any further.
Look at the wall.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar.
But why can you not kill her? But me?
Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an...
Okay. Well, at the end, we gotta go in anyway. Fine.
The cabin interior
shit, that's scary.
wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway?
But if I grab the knife and kill myself,
No, we're taking the knife.
can I?
Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that, but when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world.
Okay.
And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, ho, ho, ho. You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine.
I'm fine.
Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task. Ooh, we should look at ourselves. Wouldn't that be fun? You
This
won't
guy,
look at
man, this
yourself because
guy.
There isn't a mirror. There's the table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror.
It's the sarcasm.
There isn't. You insisting it isn't there just makes me want to look at it even more. I care about whether we're being lied to. If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else could he be hiding from us? I'm not lying to you, I promise there isn't a mirror.
Right here.
Really.
It's right here.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't fun. You reach forward and rub your
What?
hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see. You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Okay, fine, you took the knife, but you really shouldn't hold it like that. Then how are we supposed to hold it? The other way, thumb at the bottom. Will look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb at the bottom. It really doesn't matter how you hold the blade, as long as you have it. Just make a choice.
Okay.
Great. You keep your grip the way it is. Your task awaits. Haha! Yes! Seriously. You throw the blade at the window, glass showering the cabin as your weapon flies out into the night. I suppose you'll just have to deal with the princess without it.
You said we need the weapon.
We'll be fine, don't worry about it. What's the worst that could happen? The world ends. Been there, done that.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure. This place is already messing with my head. It would be much better if we had a weapon. What's done is done. Good luck, hero.
I don't care. Just keep going.
The door to the basement creaks open,
Wow.
revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Ooh.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
Ugh, I don't like that voice.
No, thank you.
Yeah, no.
Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
But it's gotta be harsh. This gotta be center, and this gotta be soft. Why? They all the same thing. Same stairs, same materials. Let's see. Right.
You step to the right. The path feels soft and reassuring against your feet. The stairs almost seem to cradle you as you make your way down, like they're guiding your heels from one step directly to the next. You barely have to extend any effort to descend, the stairway doing most of the work for you. You don't feel like there's any concern that you might slip or tumble or lose your way. But the further you go, the deeper you sink in. First, it's like a lovely plush carpet, your toes digging down and barely hitting any resistance at all. But soon enough, you're fighting just to keep your knees from sinking out of sight. The softness threatens to swallow you whole, to wrest control of your body and surround you in a false ethereal bliss, pretending to save you from the cruelties of choice and consequence. It's slow going, but you manage to fight against the overwhelming urge to fall back into comfort and nothingness, the very struggle to continue forward consuming your every thought. You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you okay?
What?
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip. But now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass, we remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
You can call me Princess, if you'd like.
Okay. But then,
Princess.
what the
As the
fuck?
princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time? Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
Do you need help? Not that there's much I can do chained up like this, but I'm the only one down here. So if you need anything, I'll do my best. And what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin?
I hate the jump scare.
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going.
I don't like it either.
Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are. How would we even do that? Where would we start? We could always start by retrieving the blade. The one he made us throw out the window. I wasn't the one who threw it. Oh, come on, you told us to. Don't try to pass the blame now that it's come back to bite us. Well, if I'd known we'd be dealing with this, maybe I wouldn't have been so hasty with my suggestions. I don't think we're going to be able to put her back. Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her. It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
Ooh. So this is the whole thing is an option?
I don't know why I'm here, but there has to be a reason, right? You don't just lock a princess away in a place like this without a reason. I wish I knew what it was.
Not up here.
But you
God
know,
damn it.
right? You have to know. You're the only other person I've ever seen. Or at least the only one I can remember. Don't give me false hope.
I don't like the
Please
voice.
just end this already. One way
Yes.
or another, just do it.
Gary.
Okay, this was fun for a bit, but we can't even really interact with her, can we? What's the point of asking questions if all we're going to get is a million answers?
Sure, sure.
Can't follow what's going on anymore. We need to get out of here. This whole place is making me itch.
Fine, I'll cure her. Let's see.
Wait, that's not right. Go on. Take a step forward.
What the fuck?
Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions.
Oh my
You find
god.
the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... We can't...
Do you not have anything?
Freaking
witty
drawing
to
scary,
say?
man.
I could use a good bit of wit right now.
No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart. I think he's gone.
We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead and others, they just don't fit.
What the hell, man?
We can feel them
It
moving around in
is.
spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
We should help her. I think we did this.
How surprisingly sincere.
I didn't actually think our actions had consequences.
It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
It's gonna be okay. I don't like this. Hate her. Fuck no.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now? I'm begging you, don't do this.
You gotta do it. It's gonna appear. Her face gonna appear, man. I'm looking away.
This doesn't feel right.
I don't
It
want that
feels
jump scare.
different. Final. Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing.
I don't like it either. What the fuck is that, man? It's hard again.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What the fuck is that?
How can the world have ended if we are talking? You are the only thing I have ever known.
Ah,
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us. You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope, as I witness you. Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. These ones are a contradiction, a winding kaleidoscope of paths unwalked. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. I am sorry that you met this vessel so early in your journey, but they will make for a rich and vibrant heart. Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
Fuck it, I'll take her.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
What?
Nothing as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom. She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
What the fuck, man? I die? Wait, what? We're back at chapter 1 again.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Come on.
And in the basement of that cabin, you're here to slay.
Okay, I'll go to cabin. Fuck it.
You make your way up the short path, a warning, before you go any further. We're not gonna go, ignore him. The interior of the
we're back at
cabin
it again,
is
guys.
entirely bare.
Damn it.
The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust.
Sure,
The
sure,
blade is
sure.
your implement.
Take the
You
blade.
take the blade from the table.
Go in there.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by her voice
I know.
carries.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Okay.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. Good. You're still listening to reason.
Yeah, listen to the narrator now. See what it says.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
What? No way. No. I'll just kill her. I don't care. I'll just kill her. Let's see. See how
You
it
step
goes.
forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Sure.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this. You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way
God
and look
damn.
down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh. This is it, isn't it?
Why is she so calm?
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Yeah, she's her voice is so
Like,
calm.
She's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and
What the
well.
fuck?
But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago.
I don't think
That
so. He's gonna
arrogant
come
look
back
still plastered
and
on her
jump scare
face.
me.
But is it over? Really over? It's
Nope.
over. Don't get all worked up. We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse?
Why do you want to check
I
for
really
a
don't
pulse?
think
Just
you should
stop
do
her again.
that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
I want to leave.
Yes, exactly.
I'll listen
It's
to you
over.
this time,
With your
narrator.
work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Can we get out of here? Can we even get out of here? Can we? I feel this jump
You
scare's
open
gonna
the cabin
come.
door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom.
I'm already looking away.
Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened?
Shouldn't be this simple,
Everyone's
right?
fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
Hmm. Hmm.
What's done is done, and there's no going back now. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful,
What am I still trapped in the
boring
cabin,
blur.
man?
You've never been happier.
The fuck?
Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right? I
Oh.
do, but you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
What if you pull it out and then she comes alive again? Fuck.
How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it. In a sense, we die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever. I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work. That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
I'm not gonna stick around. Fuck that.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world?
I said happy, bro. I'm trapped by myself.
You ingrate. Fine.
Damn,
Whatever.
she got-
For the first time since time stopped meaning anything,
He's still alive.
throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs.
Just fucking jump scare, man. Again.
The princess's body is dust
What?
and bones, though the blade you used
What
to
if you
slay
pull it
her
out and
is
she's
still as
alive?
pristine as the day you first held it.
How? Is the blade still pristine?
You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
Is that the end?
The end.
What?
Nice knowing you.
Ah.
You're on a path.
God damn it,
in the
we're back
woods,
at it again.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin, you're here to slay.
Oh, skip. You already went through this.
A warning. Before she will lie, she won't.
Fine. I know. I know how it happened.
The interior of the cabin is cold. A soft odor
Different
of dirt
interior.
permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
Take the blade.
Take the blade
Just in
from the
case.
table. It will be difficult to slay the
I don't like
princess
this
and
music.
save the world without a weapon.
What the fuck? Mirror disappear.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, its
What?
wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay.
Different scene?
She's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor.
What the fuck, bro?
Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous skeletal grin. And finally,
Oh,
the
shit.
rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here? A ghost!
Don't speak.
Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
And
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit,
not too
gently
big.
running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough.
I'm
that
looking
her
away just in
icy
case.
fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again, if we wanted to.
How are you gonna cue the ghost? Let's not cue this time.
I see you brought that annoying knife again. So, are you waiting for a chance to use it? Or are you here for something else?
I mean, I would use this right now. Not just because I wanted a second chance, right? Yeah, god, jeez, what the fuck? All these explore. I don't like this look. I don't want to be a full slayer right now.
I don't feel very bad, but I guess I'm not dead. So you must have only mostly killed me. Or maybe death is only mostly real, but it's also mostly not real. I'm not sure. I'm just the one these things have happened to, not the one with all the answers. Or any of the answers.
But we're not a ghost. Unless we are? Death, at least as a form of permanence, is just a concept. And clearly it's not a very useful one anymore. Maybe we should throw it out entirely. See, this is why I didn't want you to talk to her. Death is not just a concept, it is an extremely real phenomenon. Don't let her distort your
Who do I
reality.
trust then?
Cold,
Fucking
hard
princess or the
facts
narrator?
exist. The truth exists. It has to.
And this game's influencing me. My decision.
Without
Player!
a moment's hesitation, you lash out with your blade. It's like you're slashing
Shit.
at air. No matter how many times you stab at her, no matter how many angles you strike from, all you manage to do is interrupt her form.
God
The skin
damn.
of your hand prickling with cold as it passes through, unable to find anything solid.
You're adorable when you're confused. But I didn't say you could touch me.
What the fuck?
Why are you even here? Just making sure you finish the job? Or what?
I don't even know why I'm here.
You don't look dead, killer.
The princess grabs your wrist, a sudden shock of cold flowing all the way up your arm, her eyes still fixed on yours as you try to squirm out of her grip.
How can she grab me when I cannot
And you don't feel
grab
bad
her?
either.
She lets go and pulls away. Your fingertips tingle painfully as the chill subsides.
I'm less interested in why you are, or how you are, and a lot more interested in what you are. I've tried to live on my own. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here. I just want to go home. I'm so cold and alone here.
Where is home?
But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride. After all,
Shit.
you own me.
What the fuck, bro?
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us? She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it?
Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to
it's
say
good
to
thought,
the one who wants
but
her dead so badly.
Why the fuck would you want her to be in your
Wonder how
body?
things play out if you go down this path.
I just my instinct, guys. I'm not liking this. I mean, I'm curious. I'm curious now.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
Thanks for the body, killer.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
See you soon.
What the
She
fuck?
rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over? I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently.
We died
each
again.
involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body. You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Get up. You've still got a job to do.
What job?
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
So, it doesn't work like that for you?
Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor? Are they also supposed to be you?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass, I'm...
Yeah? Go on. Finish the thought. What are you?
I'm... a voice? I'm me is what I am.
Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
Do you have to deal with this annoying bickering all the time?
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too.
I'm clearly the same thing you are.
Where's an area of voice now?
Hopefully they'll all go away once we leave this place. I don't know how you can tolerate all of this noise.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
So you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there, like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
Huh?
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen.
Obviously she's nowhere to be seen.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
How is that
Oh, shut up.
foolish?
Stop trying to manipulate everyone.
Come on, man.
Or don't, actually. It doesn't really matter. because you won't be around to do this for much longer.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
Wait. She's inside of me. If I kill myself again, wouldn't that just make me restart the game? What the hell?
Isn't that an interesting idea? I hadn't even considered it as an option. Slaying her would slay you. Are you sure you're willing to do that?
Are we gonna have to start
Of course we're sure.
again?
The decision has already been made.
It has already been made.
Right then. Better this than ferrying her out of here.
What do you think you're doing?
Hear that? She's scared. No point wasting more time. Do it. You lift the blade, then plunge it deep into your guts. Pain spreads quickly through your torso as you attempt to turn its edge up towards your heart.
No!
The princess, her spirit bound to your prison of flesh as she had once been bound to the basement's prison of stone, cries out in agony as you slice through organ and muscle. Your skin roils and bucks as she violently pushes against it from the inside. Bits of her seep through, white and glowing with ethereal light, but still the walls of your prison hold.
Is this really what you wanted? Do you hate me so much that you would kill yourself just to deny me freedom?
Yes, he would, because he knows what's at
So
stake.
why do you want
He
freedom?
knows what will happen if you leave this place. I'm not so sure about all of that. Don't be modest. You're a hero.
Do you think I'm going to stick around while you die? Hell no, I'm leaving.
You can try if you want, but I think this is an end for all of us.
Out, let me out, let me out, let me out!
The princess's form continues struggling to pull itself out of you. The effort is in vain.
God damn it.
You collapse to your knees. Your vision blurs, then starts to fade. And then what happens? I think he's gone,
And then we die.
just like everything else. Are we dead? I don't know. I don't think so. This is different than it was last time.
What the fuck? Don't tell me we cannot cure her. Even if she's a ghost.
Do you think we're done?
The fuck?
Do you?
I don't know. Jeez. The mirror again? Are we starting over
She's
again?
gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now? I would have kept them in the dark if I were you. What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now.
You've grown. That's the achievement I got. What the heck? Are we... Seriously? Sure. What do we choose this time?
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
The hell, man.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again. Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Huh?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between. I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
What? That's a bad choice. Can I go back? Come on.
You're on a path in the wood.
Skip.
You make your way up the shore.
We already went through all of this. I'm gonna try it one more
The
time.
interior of the cabin is almost entire.
Take the
You
blade
take the
into the basement.
door to the bed.
Fuck you, don't talk to me.
Good. You're still listening to reason.
Then drop the knife.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her.
Let's talk to her
Maybe
this
she
time.
really is a monster.
Shall we?
Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Can I just hold the knife and talk to her? Just in case.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
Need to talk.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
What? We're gonna kill her again?
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Bro, I'm not scared.
Sorry.
Just talk. Let's talk to her.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Are you coming on to me?
Don't just tell her that.
That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of monster? If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Lecter.
Princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful. At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can
Nope.
my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less. She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
What a stubborn bitch.
Too long.
If it's too long, why you not H?
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Why is she in the chain though? I want to try the round of. If we kill her twice, we start over again. Maybe because we have to start over because we chose the wrong choice at that point. But what if we save her?
Oh, you have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Well, you do have that big, sharp knife. You could always cut me out of here.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think she care. Right?
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a
The
lock
fuck?
sliding into place. Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Fine.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
I'm gonna do it right now.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
I want to save. Just in case. You can always go back to this point, okay?
Against your
Shit, I don't
better
like these
judgment,
eyes, man.
you
Fucking
place
scary,
the
bro.
blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work.
We
of
cut
it.
her arm off?
Before long, you're able to crack through bone.
What the
as she
fuck?
pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She
Ew.
didn't so much as utter a sound.
No.
Free from her
Pain.
bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world.
I don't know about that.
I just can't let her escape into the
I
world.
don't like these black screens.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
You gonna
Wait,
turn back?
This isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What? What?
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
You gonna look back? Shit.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it! Stop resisting me! I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Keep resisting.
The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
Hey, chapter 2, new route.
You're on a path
Wait.
in the woods. And
Okay,
at the end
we're
of
gonna
that
we're gonna
path,
see her at the
you're here.
we're gonna see her at the top of the hill again.
Oh,
Right.
warn, she will yeah. No,
Okay, okay, keep going. What? We're gonna go through this part again.
the interior
What?
of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon.
Different
A few pathetic wisps
interior.
of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Okay.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
We all went through this with the
You
blade.
take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone.
Okay. Approaching it again.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to
She's
vaguely
you there.
illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
I wonder what visitors she could be referring to. Were we not the first?
Guess we're going back here again.
You walk down the stairs
Ah.
and lock eyes with the princess.
Or change.
She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves, the chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Hmm. She looks different this time. Imagine if we leave her in the basement, we're not gonna miss the game. I mean, we're gonna have to come here again. But if you sit with her,
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
sure.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me? Oh, are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game.
She
But
remember.
yeah, I remember.
So you've already been here. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things. It's complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion.
But then we die.
The situation right now,
Start
where you're
over.
getting a second shot at things,
The
is
heck?
a contingency. A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck. If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably. I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. That's pathetic. I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky. So don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright? Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark? The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that. I won't. Fine, but you won't get another word from me on the matter. Yeah, sure. We'll see about that.
See
Just
about
give
that.
it a rest. This isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
What if you just let her live?
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it?
You know it.
Why are you here? There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, and I don't see any keys in your hands either. So I'm afraid my only way out is another surgical removal.
Then we have to
Does she
cue
forget about
her,
the shackle
right?
on her neck? Or does she think she'd survive a beheading?
Oh shit.
You're right.
What the fuck?
Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her. Unless she really could survive.
So I
Unless.
suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests. Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them. And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows? It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why.
I have no idea.
No. Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
Ah,
But she would have to cut her head off, right? She can't be suggesting that. She certainly seems confident. Maybe she knows something we don't. Or maybe you should consider the most likely scenario. She's bluffing so she can disarm you. Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us. So, what should we do? I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons.
yeah, I don't think
Then
this.
let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you. That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none.
Yeah, none.
Pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. Whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
This makes sense.
I don't know.
but you could always try it on.
Heck no.
Maybe it'll fit.
Ah, man.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
Hmm. Save this thing. Give it a knife.
Slide it over.
See.
No, absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending princess. Until you come up with any other idea, like, say, I don't know, doing your job and slaying her, you remain rigidly in place. You tried this last time. Do you want to know how it went for you? Oh, I remember. She killed us, which, by your estimation, ended the world, right? Oh, already tried to take over, buddy. Exactly. If I were you, I wouldn't be too keen on repeating your mistake. Hell, we could even force your hand and do it ourselves. I'm not afraid of dying again. Are you? A little? I think you got your point across. Fine. You slide the blade across the floor. The princess maintains unsettling eye contact as she reaches down to pick it up.
Thanks.
She pulls up her hair,
What the fuck?
smiling slightly as she raises the blade to her throat.
You're gonna cut her head?
What is she doing? She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own neck.
Fuck, man.
No.
I'm gonna look away.
Close your eyes. That doesn't stop you from hearing every grisly detail. The splitting of skin, the wet mulching of severed veins, the grinding of metal against bone. I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. Why would she do that? Huh. So that's her play. Killing herself? We don't know that she's dead yet. We're not even watching it happen. She could just be faking those sounds. And then, finally, you hear a snap and an uneasy silence. There is a slow and fleshy tear. Hard to face that. This is worse than watching. And yet our eyes are still closed. Finally, there's the soft thud of something roughly head-sized bouncing against the floor, and the clattering of chains as they drop along with it. I think you can open your eyes now. Oh no, oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please
The fuck,
tell me
man?
we can put it back. The princess's eyes stare up at you, dead. Congratulations! You saved the world. I hate this. Can we just get out of here now, please? Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
I don't
We
think
should take her with us, don't you think?
I don't think we're done.
What? No, you shouldn't do that. Why would you do that? I can think of lots of reasons. A trophy, proof of our victory. Hell, we could even give her a proper burial. She did save the world, right? You don't need proof, you don't need a trophy, and she doesn't deserve a burial. Just leave. Even after all that, you're still not satisfied, are you? Something is still motivating you to keep things the way you want them. I'm just eager to put this all behind us and give you your reward. Stop reading into things, the danger has passed. You can relax. I'm just keeping myself sharp. I'm not so eager to put my guard down. I am. I'm on team, let's put this all behind us, so can we leave already?
Just take her with us. Fuck this. Let's do it. I don't like the data there too. Ah, damn that head.
Fine. You pick up the princess's severed head, its neck stump still oozing bodily fluids. Then make your way back upstairs to the first floor of the cabin. Did you see that? I could have sworn she moved.
The fuck?
She didn't. She's dead. But what if she's not? Are you listening to yourself? Do I need to explain to you why decapitation is lethal? The door to your bountiful reward is right in front of you. All you have to do is open it. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world
There's
saved
no
from
reward.
certain doom.
Good.
Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is... Wait, no, that's not right.
Well played.
This is
What?
the end of the world, isn't it? I always thought I'd at least have time to explain myself before I had to watch it happen. It's already... over? Is he gone? But we're still here. Maybe it wasn't the end of the world after all. Maybe it was just the end of his.
Thanks for carrying me up here. I had to take it on faith that you would know what to do. I'm glad I was right to trust you.
What?
So, this is the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body, but it's colder than I expected.
The mirror again.
She's gone. Is that a...
Roach mirror. We're going to the same shit again. Okay, here we're gonna save. Just be sure so we don't start over.
I am a growing.
Damn the graphics.
All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Okay.
This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart. Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer. It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
Okay, save it.
You are what brings me meaning. Know that the pain of your journey will subside in due time. But you still have a ways to go before we are done.
Ah.
We will know when we near our destination.
Come on. So does vessel means like different scenarios that we need to go through before we get to the end? That's probably what it meant, right?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and tells me new secrets.
Okay. destroy my body.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Wait. Can I just load? Oh. Show your body. Okay.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Oh, I have to go back.
I will be here
You
when
have-
it is
we
time
have to go
for
back?
us to meet again.
Eventually. God damn it.
You're on a path in the woods.
Oh,
And
Okay.
at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Alright guys, I think we are at the stopping point. Well, honestly I think let's see. We went through like, I don't know, 3 to 4 different scenarios. And for after each scenarios, we have to go back to chapter 1 again. So from my understanding, the vessels that she's saying is the different scenarios. So we gotta try maybe all or most of the scenarios before we get to the end, or before we proceed to the next step or chapter. I don't think we ever gone to chapter 3, only chapter 2. Well, anyway, I'll save here. And thank you for watching. See you guys next time. Peace.